Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hansen's house of Isshin-Ryu. This is the day after Christmas, and I wanted to share a little bit of some of the type of resistance type training that I like to do. I like to do a lot of reps, and so what I do is I'll use this device here that has a resistance strap on it. And I've got several different colors that signify the different types of resistance. You can add them all together, which is a lot, or you can use one or two, and you can use them as on your kicking as well. There's a little ankle strap on there that you can use. But I wanted to show some of the things that I do in some of my training in resistance. So I'll come out and get a little bit of tension on it, and then I'll go through the technique as if I was doing it in a non-fight type format. So I'm not up like this. I'm in a natural stance as if I would punch in a natural position. Similar to this. So in my world of training, if you're fighting and two people are, well, then it doesn't matter if you put your hands up. They both know what they're doing. They're going to fight. But in the world of somewhere outside of the fighting realm, like in a self-defense situation, if I do this, in my opinion, it's a form of telegraphing. I'm telling you what I'm about to do. I don't like to telegraph. I like to come from the natural position or natural hand position. So I'm basically on my hip. A lot of Isshin-Ryu practitioners in the system I teach will come up like this. Again, it is a form of telegraphing, even though it gets everybody doing the same thing. But as I train on my own training, I have my hands relaxed because this was where I would naturally punch from. I'm in what they call a side saison. I'm not facing straight on, and I'm not here. I'm in a side saison. So it covers me somewhat in the femoral area or the groin area. It would be a little bit harder to kick me directly on into that position or that target. My target is the solar plex, xiphoid, because that's where I want to hit. That's my bread and butter. That's my go-to technique. So that's what I practice a lot. There's many techniques that people practice. If you can do a few of them very well and make them work on just about anyone, you're way ahead of the ball game. So this is how I practice and train. And then I'll switch to the other side. People are left or right-handed. If you're right-handed, you're going to be stronger on the right hand. So in order to equal out, you may have to do more techniques on the left to strengthen up the left side to equal to the right side, if that makes sense. People can do techniques opposite side, like in kata or whatnot. Instead of going twice on the right, once on the left, you're going twice on the left, once on the right. Mirror image, opposite side. You can change angles. There's a lot of different methods, but this is what I like to do. So my elbow can be a form of telegraphing. If I'm doing this, then I've already exposed my technique before my hand ever goes forward. And again, in many of the videos or the things that I teach, I don't go backwards to go forward. I never break that plane. Here's the plane right here. If I go this way, that's backwards. I want to go this way, forward. That's the direct path. Point A to B. Point A to point B. That's the path that I use. The solar plex, the xiphoid, and the old philosophy is, and it's a good technique. If you can't breathe, can't fight. Whether it's your cardiovascular endurance or if you get hit in the solar plex and it knocks the wind out of you. And it doesn't matter who you are, how strong you are. If you get a good shot in the solar plex, chances are you're probably going to have the wind knocked out of you for a little bit. Same with a liver shot. If you get kicked in the hit of the liver, you're down and out for several minutes. 5, 6, 7 minutes later, you're up and you're back ready to go. It's over. But it is it's a incapacitating type technique. Same with the solar plex. So I always try to practice, and this is my distance, my point of reference. You'll see people do this. Well, they're getting their distance so they know exactly how far they can reach out. Some people can't judge too well on this, so they do this and gives them a reference of how far they can reach out. So there's many ways that I practice this. I'll practice stepping over, and I'll do that many repetitions to where it becomes instinctive. And there's a very good possibility that if I had a confrontation, if I had to put my hands on somebody, there's a good high probability you'd probably get hit in the solar plex, or I'd try to anyway. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you today. Remember, any type of a training or a workout is far better than doing nothing or sitting on the couch doing nothing and telling everybody how screwed up they are. So I say do more training and less talking. So that's what I try to do. I try not to be too negative, even though I may seem negative at some points. But a lot of times I get kind of fed up with nonsense or whatnot. But I want everybody to have a good day and train hard, train smart, train with one heart. Hi.